4 men armed with automatic weapons shot their way into and out of a Mission District social club last night. The robbery was brazen and violent, and it reminded investigators of other similar attacks recently in the Mission District. Tomas Roman is live in the Mission now to bring us details. Tomas?
Anna, we're right outside the Mexico Lindo Cafe here on Folsom and 19th Streets. The bar restaurant is open and the mood is very solemn inside right now. There's about the same amount of people here now that there were last night, about 15 to 20. They say they used to think they were safe in here, but now they say the young hoods in the neighborhood are so desperate and so out of control that they're willing to kill to get a few dollars.
That's how one shooting victim says the madness started at about 9:44 last night. A 25 to 27-year-old male walked into the Mexico Lindo Cafe and put one shot into the ceiling as he told everyone to get on the floor. Then he and 3 other young men robbed and then started shooting people. 3 men were shot. 1 man was killed as he stood by the video game he was playing. The restaurant this morning still showed evidence of last night's terror. Unconsumed drinks were still on the tables. A shooting victim says he's afraid what he saw could get him killed.
The oldest guy was unshaven. He and 3 others walked around the block first. Then they came in the place shooting. They all had black Nike jackets on and dark jeans.
The victim says the men were dark-skinned Latins, one possibly a Samoan. Police say the men were black and that this restaurant takeover is not related to 2 others last June. One occurred here at El Zocalo on Mission Street, where patrons were beaten, robbed, and raped. These are composite drawings of 2 of the 4 suspects in that case.
I was asked earlier if it was a copycat situation, and I don't believe so. I think this is a situation where it was a crime of opportunity.
Police say these recently arrived immigrants were just easy targets, but that worries some other restaurant owners in the Mission who stay open late. They say these shootings are scaring customers from coming into the area.
Myself and a few other businesses in this neighborhood, we realized what we were doing when we were coming in here, but we invested in the neighborhood, and there's been a lot of, especially now in the restaurant business, there's been a lot of restaurateurs investing in the neighborhood because they think the outlook is positive. We're hoping it's positive.
And then you hear things like this.
And then you hear things like this.
They say all they can hope for is that the residents and police reclaim the Mission District from these hoods.
Now, some of the people in the neighborhood are hopeful. They say that there are some victims here in the bar who recognize some of these people, some of these men who came in shooting last night. Police think they also know where these guys hang out. They say they are local toughs, and obviously they think that they might be able to catch up with them sometime tonight or tomorrow, or at least hopefully soon. Reporting live in the Mission District, I'm Tomas Roman. Anna?
Thanks, Tomas.
4 gunmen remain on the loose tonight after a shooting at a San Francisco restaurant that we first told you about last night. Police say 1 man died and 2 others were injured when the suspects burst into the Mexico Lindo Cafe and opened fire with semi-automatic weapons. They robbed the customers, but they didn't get anything from the restaurant cash register because the owner had just left with the day's receipts.